Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode review of Hollyoaks for 7th October 2021. Now, as you can see in the picture, we are witnessing or about to witness Sienna receiving her teaching qualification to be a fully qualified teacher by Mrs. St. Clair. And trouble is, we're going to have to circle around that, what exactly happened in that exact picture. Now, remember the last episode where she accidentally pushed DeMarcus, and actually she didn't even touch him. I think he had a picture of her previous girlfriend, Summer, and he was just like, I think DeMarcus was just like waving around the picture, just trying to tease her a bit. And I think she was trying to reach for the picture, and I think there must have been some sort of small contact where he tripped over as well on the like a leg of a table, and then he obviously banged his forehead, unfortunately. And but it was a total accident, so she didn't do anything. And it's just funny, isn't it? The funny thing was he was supposed to he wanted to leave detention early, and she stopped him. If only she just let him go, none of that would have happened. So it's a very tricky situation, and somehow Sienna always ends up in these kind of delicate situations as well, and very very messed up scenarios as well. So this episode, Sienna and DeMarcus, they bumped into each other on the playground, and they somehow got into a conversation. And Sienna mentioned about Brody, the fact that he's his 3-0 yesterday and stuff. And I think DeMarcus felt sorry for her or sympathised her. I think he actually sympathised with her rather than feeling sorry for her. And he was like, I'm not going to tell anyone about what happened yesterday. Keep it quiet. And I think she said she still has a duty of care. She's going to have to report it either way. And somehow I think he managed to convince her best to leave it, because you're gonna get your inauguration tomorrow about being a qualified teacher, so it's just gonna jeopardize things like that. So I think they just probably kept it a done deal together. Keep it quiet, because it's just gonna blow out of proportion, and it will, because it was completely accidental. And then DeMarcus went home, or I think his big brother Toby catched him like hiding inside the car, didn't go to school, and then he's asking him about what exactly is happening with him. Why has he got a mark on his forehead? And somehow I think Toby kind of got it out of him that it was Sienna Blake, and it was a complete accident, because I think because they were getting along finally for the first time. I think Toby had some anger issues and just wasn't really welcoming to DeMarcus. I think DeMarcus was like, okay, trying to make some new bonds here. And I think he just said it. And because Toby even said he's going to take him down to the school, march him over there, and obviously get it out of him. And, DeMarcus was like, yeah, Sienna, but just please keep it quiet and such. But then on the other hand, Celeste and Felix, Celeste mainly, she was like suspecting that Toby was the one that beat up his little brother, and that is responsible for the mark on his forehead. Now, obviously, you can imagine why she thought of that, but even then, to him, it was absurd, because obviously DeMarcus is still a child, and even when she tried telling Felix couldn't believe it, and I think somehow she managed to not completely convince Felix. So Felix went to question Toby, and obviously Toby told him that it wasn't him, because Cleo came down as well at the same time, and then Cleo's like, who was it? And then obviously Toby said it was Mrs. Blake, and I think Felix then confronted DeMarcus, and DeMarcus was like, absolutely pleaded with him not to report it, because it was completely accidental. But I think I'm not sure, because there's a 50-50. Some parents will report it and some parents won't. It all depends. There's nothing wrong in reporting it, to be honest, because it's just nothing wrong with it. And even if it was an accident, and also because it was completely accidental, it's not really urgent to report it. I'm not sure what your take is on all this, but that's just my kind of opinion, I guess. And also, in the end, circling back to that picture that you're looking at now, is the fact that it was Damon that's come in and is about to stop this inauguration, and obviously gonna blurt out that it was Sienna Blake. She kind of beat up a child or something. That's how he's gonna make it look like, because obviously he's still reeling from Brody and still believes that it was Sienna's fault that Brody has died. I don't know. I think Sienna always so close to some sort of success. So if it's like being a mother, if it's like being I don't know, like a partner or something, and then even now she's been trying for many years to get that teacher qualification, but there's always something in those milestones that she's trying to achieve. There's always something dramatic, and it's always the last minute where she's so close and it gets snatched away. And it's just ironic, this whole thing. Like every single milestone, doesn't matter what it is, it always gets taken away from her, and she's always seems to be around drama. Yet, no doubt, back in the days, she was obviously a bit wild and she was very scheming, conniving, but her character has developed over the years. But even then, she still has that sense of bad luck. Don't know if you want to call it karma on the character, but that's your call. But that is it for the review, unless I'm missing anything out. I think, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed it. Do subscribe, and I'm going to hopefully see you in the next one, so tune in. Peace.